I'm Don Macpherson, Quebec Affairs columnist of the Gazette in Montreal, with a look at politics in Quebec this week. The student crisis in Quebec in the spring of 2012, over the proposal by Jean Charest's former Liberal government to raise tuition fees, was the subject of a report released this week. The report, by a special commission, blames the government and the police for their handling of the crisis. It's no surprise that the report was so one-sided, since the creation of the commission was a political hatchet job by the former Parti Québécois government, which replaced the Liberals in the fall of 2012. The PQ hoped to win favor with the students and embarrass the Liberals. The head of the three-member commission was Serge Ménard, a former PQ cabinet minister, and one of the other two members was Claudette Carbonneau, a former president of one of the labor organizations that supported the student protests. The commission had so little credibility that police refused to testify before it, and so did the Liberals. And the commission couldn't compel them to answer its questions, since it wasn't even a real commission of inquiry with subpoena powers. By the time the commission produced its report, the PQ was no longer in power, and the new Liberal government apparently wants the report, which cost more than $800,000, to be forgotten as soon as possible. It released it on Wednesday evening at 6:45 without prior notice, just before the start of the deciding game in the Stanley Cup playoff series between the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins.